It is time to move away from teacher lectures. When the lesson is focused on the teacher, boredom and poor behavior are soon to follow. Staring at notes written on a board or PowerPoint will not prepare our youth to lead our country. Students need engaging materials and tools to activate their interest. Students today need to learn new skills to lead them into the future. In the back of my mind, I always knew that I must incorporate more technology to reach my students. They use the computer constantly. I want to show them how technology and the ELA class go hand in hand. Technology can open many doors, but a teacher must be fully prepared to enter these new directions with confidence and skill. I began this course with a lot of energy and excitement. I felt like this would give me the skills I needed to open a new door. 4 books and many websites later, I felt very overwhelmed. My head was spinning. While I had several ideas of how I could incorporate technology in my classroom, some of the tools were still puzzles to me. This class and the books that we have explored gave me a clear direction for my ideas. I had plenty of grand images in my head of my students working together and collaborating to express their ideas. But as I dug into the text more, I realized that I would need to develop a clear plan before I revamped my classroom. I envisioned a classroom where my students use technology to express themselves and reach out to others. I hope one day to have a classroom where my students work together to learn new skills that will ensure their success in the workplace. Not having computers readily available will make this a challenge. I will need to work closely with my colleagues to schedule times for my students to have access to the tools that they need. Creating a balance between teaching skills and giving students freedom to use them will take some time. An easy first step is a class blog. My personal blog opened a world of expression for me. I rediscovered my love for writing and expressing myself. This is something that I will continue in the future. I also realized that many of my students might find this a great outlet as well. I will begin a blog project this coming summer for my future students. Every summer they must read a novel before the school year begins. I will monitor this blog for the students and post questions, comments, and thoughts throughout the summer months. Glogster is a fun tool that I will use next year to replace my boring WebQuest. I enjoy teaching history and culture before I begin new units, and this will provide students with a new way to learn background information. Vlogs are also an easy way for students to add a voice to their work. VoiceThread will provide my students a place to create and share with the world around them. No longer will their literary analysis be a one-way conversation. They can truly become published critics. I have always wanted a class webpage. One of my first projects next year will be for my students to create a team webpage where we can share news, creative writing, and assignments with other students and parents. To accomplish all of these goals, I will have to continue working on my skills. I will have to keep up to date with my research and keep in contact with other teachers in the same pursuit of 21st century skills. All of the information I need is on the web. I will have to be dedicated to finding answers to my questions and solutions to the problems I encounter. I have to admit, my head is still spinning. I realize that I need to slow down and pick a couple of tools and create assignments that are detailed with directions and rubrics. The activities I have tried this year were engaging, and I know that if I keep up with planning and organizations, my students will keep up with creating a new ELA classroom fit for the future.